Hi students, good morning to everyone. I am going to be teach on the topic architecture views from unit 2. What is architecture? Is a structure of the system which include the software elements. These elements or provide the relationship among them. These architecture views which help to visible the elements externally. It describes a structure of the system which include software elements and specify the elements that are to be visible, and it reduces the complexity to the readers. It also helps to understanding the behavior of the system. Some most common views are discussed here: module view, components and connector views, and allocation views. What is a module? It is a smallest unit of the software. These softwares are combined and make a system. These software architectures, these views can be classified into three categories that are displayed on the screen: module views, component connector views, and allocation views. First we discussed module view. Earlier I said that the module is a smallest unit of the software. Combining all modules we make a system. And examples of modules are class or collections of objects, collections of functions, etc. It is a part of systems. This part may be visible on the screen. Is known as an module view. These modules can be interact with another modules based on the predefined rules. These modules can be written by a single programmer or more than one programmer. Every product is not built in a single component. It required multiple components to build a big product. Similarly, the software is also made by a smallest unit of software. This smallest unit of software is known as a module. This smallest unit of software example as a class, as a collections of object, like a collections of functions, methods, etc. These smallest software can be interact with each other by message passing. The system is view the specific modules when it called by the system. This part of the software can be written by the programmer based on the needs, right? The second one, component and connector views. Components is a unit, units of computations or a data stored system. This component has a unique name to identify them. These components can be interfaced with other components because of it is an computations unit. These components can be server, client, database, applications, etc. Here we first know that the components is a unit of computations like client, server, etc. Or it may be data stored in a system like database. Every component has a unique name because the reader can easily understand and identify them. These components can be interact with other component by network or some protocols or by message passing, etc. Some common symbols are be represent to show, to describe the components. Look on the screen. Client, this components is represented in the oval shape, whereas in the server which represented in the rectangle shape. Similarly, database and applications are be represented a unique symbols, but these components are not use the same symbol for two components because the reader may be confused, right, to identify the symbols, to identify the components. Every component has a unique name and unique symbol that will help to the reader to understand the components and its functionalities. Right? To make sure that meaning of the different symbol is clear to the reader. Therefore, it is necessary to the different symbol describe what type of components it do and what type of symbols represented for that components. Right? We come to the next point, connectors. Connectors is a mechanism that help to interact the components with each other. Earlier we discussed that the components are client, server, database or applications, etc. But here what is the connector? These connectors which help to provide the connections between the components. These components can be interact with each other by the connector. Connector has a name which describe and which provide the connections. Some examples of connectors are discussed here, such as pipes, protocols, sockets, etc. These help to provide the connections among the components. But here the writer should make sure meanings, that is, the meaning is clear to the reader. Therefore, the different symbols describe what type of component symbols are represented. Right? The writer should clearly represent the components and its meaning to make easy to the reader when reading or when understanding the system. Some examples of connectors are discussed here. Show the figure, the diagram on the screen. Bus type of connector, many units of components are to be connected on that line, right, like as a channel wire, right. The bus type of connector, it providing the connections to the many units, to many components. But whereas in the second, the database, a components which provide the data are stored, right. For example, from the server to the data will be stored in the database. So database access, it provide the connections between the two units. The name is component. It may be protocol, it may be network, it may be messages. Okay. So the third one, which is request and replay, it may be messages, protocols, networks, etc. The last one, the next one is an pipes. Last one is an protocol or PC protocol. Right. It is clear the components is a part of software. Sorry, it is a computation unit. These units can be interact with each other by a mechanism is called connector. Right, we go to the next point, allocations view. Earlier I discussed that three views, module view, component and connector views, and allocation views. So here last one is an allocations view. It is focused on how the different software units are allocated to the resources like hardware, file systems, and peoples. It specify the relationship between the software elements and elements of the environment which the software is executed. It is based on the structure like which the process is run on which processor and how the files are organized on the file systems. There are many advantages are there in the allocation views. One among them is how the different software units are allocated to the resources. For examples, when we are click the print button, when we are wants to take a print, the software is request to the resource, that is an printer, which provide print to the user. Therefore, the software units are allocated to the resource like printer or hardware or file systems and peoples. And the second one, it specifies the relationship between the software elements and the environment which the software is executed. So it provides the relationship between the software elements and non-software elements. Right. So here, for example, the printer is a non-software, it is a hardware, but the software elements that communicate with the hardware. So it provides the relationship between the software elements and non-software elements. That last one, which is it is based on the structure like the process run on which processor. So the allocations of the software units which help to which process has to be run on the processor. However, it decide which process is to be run on which processor, and which file is to be stored on the which file systems. So that decisions are to be taken by this software. Finally, we come to the end. The module views, which shows how the software is structured, a set of implementation units. So a module is a smallest unit of software such as classes, functions and collections of objects, etc. These modules can make a software. However, it is a part of software. So these parts are make a software. These softwares, the collections of softwares, make a system. Right? Therefore, the module view shows how software is structured as a set of implementation units. The second one, component and connector views. How software are structured as a interacting during the runtime. Already earlier I said that in the session, components is a unit of computations unit. These computations units may be client, server, database or applications, etc. These units can be interfaced with other unit by a mechanism is called connector. These connectors may be protocol, network or message passing, etc. Right? And finally, the allocations views, which describe how the software are executed on the non-software structures, and it also describes how software elements that are related to the non-software structures. Hence, depending on the needs of the project, the architectures can be decided which views are needed to the system. Finally, the architectures view can be classified into three major categories. What is architecture? Is a structure of the system including the software elements, and it helps to understanding the behavior of the software. What is view? View means visible. How many properties? What are the properties that can be views externally on the system? These visible properties can be classified into three categories: module view, component and connector views, and allocations views. Hence, we will meet in the next class with a new topic. Thanks for watching this video.